everyone, and welcome to Bluegrass Planet Radio. I'm your host, DJ Delta Dawn, and so glad to be here with you on your Friday Eve. And this has been a fast week, folks. In my opinion, it has been, and I cannot believe tomorrow's Friday. And I'm so excited because this weekend is my birthday. My birthday's on Sunday, and I don't really know yet what I'm going to do this weekend, but I am going to celebrate, and I'm going to have a great weekend. And so many of you may not be having a birthday, but I hope that you're planning to have a great weekend as well. And hopefully the weather will be giving you a little bit of a break. You can get out and have some fun and not bogged down by snow and ice and cold temps. So it's going to be a great one. And I always love my Thursdays because I love to call them Friday Eves. And our show tonight, we've got a great guest, and they have just called in, and so we'll be picking up on the line momentarily. But before we get to them, I want to give you a little bit of background on our guest because I'm telling you, if you've never heard of them, you're going to get the pleasure of doing so during the course of the next few minutes, and we'll be playing a couple of their songs so that you can tap into them. But this band is comprised of Nikki English, Keith Robertson, and Matt Williams, and music has been the driving force in their lives for as long as they can remember. And they've been together since 2007. And in 2013, Ontario Country Music Association award, they were award nominated for the best duo or group, and they are just winning over audiences with their hot country sound, and including their catchy first single, Headin Out of Town. They've got a brand new release out called Wherever You Are, and it's from their self-titled debut EP. And they are taking their melody-driven blend of country and pop music to radio in the U.S. and around the globe. And they're already sitting at number 33 on the Roots Music Report chart and number 83 on New Music Weekly. And this single, I'm telling you, it is really, really good. And it is really poised to take them to new heights and introduce them to a worldwide audience of country music fans everywhere. And so without further ado, I am very pleased, proud, and honored to welcome this evening Western Avenue. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hello.
It is so good to have you with us this evening. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, my pleasure indeed. As I was saying in the introduction there, first of all, I just want to congratulate you guys on your early success. Man, you've really, met with some wonderful feedback, some rave reviews of your music. People just really are digging you. They seem to love you.
Yeah, it seems to be going pretty good so far. Can't complain.
Well, that's always the hope and the goal, right? And well, I have to tell you, I love your sound, and it is so relevant to today's music scene. But you guys being from Canada, I mean, what you guys are putting out as a band is just a wonderful fit for the country music scene here in the States. And that's why I'm so excited to see you guys breaking into this, and people here in the States just receiving your music the way they have. It's a really cool thing.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's talk a little bit about you guys, because I mentioned in the intro that you came together in 2007, but if you don't mind, talk a little bit about your musical backgrounds and how you came to be Western Avenue.
Well, I think it was 2005 when I met Keith. He was playing guitar for a fellow country singer, Terrell Hart, and I'd been taking vocal lessons with her at the time, and she invited me out to come see her sing, and she introduced me to Keith, and then she ended up inviting me up to sing that night. So I got to sing with Keith the day we met, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was interested in taking some guitar lessons because I had heard he had been teaching. And so we hooked that up, and the weeks went by. I ended up starting to teach at the same place he was teaching at, and I ended up having a gig coming up. So I called upon Keith, guitar virtuoso, and he called upon his friend Matt, who he had met through teaching at a different guitar place, a guitar store.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all got together and jammed, and the gig never happened because the venue closed down. But we were liking how things were sounding, so we just kept it together. And then we kind of went through the whole bar scene for quite a few years, just playing together, and that kind of really brought the chemistry together. We were playing a lot of the cover songs, and then just more recently we started bringing our own songs to the table and decided to record them, and here we are.
And the rest, they say, is history. You know,
Yeah.
It almost sounds like that it was fate in a way, the way you guys, you know, your paths crossed. And then, you know, it almost seemed like a no-brainer that, hey, you know, let's put something together and do this, you know, which I think is awesome for all of you individually who were all, you know, musically inclined and aspiring to do music. What better way to combine your talent and collaborate and create Western Avenue?
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
Well, I have to ask, because I do ask this question a lot of indie bands in particular, but where did you come up with the name Western Avenue?
Well, it's not a very interesting story, but well, it was actually it's a street we used to jam on, and I was just laying in bed one night, and I was thinking, Western Avenue would make kind of a cool name for our band because we play like country crossover music. And then I think it was like the next night, Matt came over for a practice, and he was thinking the exact same thing, like without me saying anything to him. So it kind of was just meant to be, I guess.
Oh, my gosh, that is so wild. I mean, and, you know, I think it's really cool because the name of your band is personal to you guys, you know, being that it's a landmark where you guys played a lot. So it almost seems fitting that should be the name, you know.
Yeah.
And for Matt to have been thinking along those same lines and you not having any prior conversation about that, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, let's talk about your music, because your music is definitely defining you guys as a band, and is what's getting your name out there, and people are just loving it. And, you know, your debut single, Highway Headin' Out of Town, talk a little bit about the background of that song. Was this song in any way personal to any one of you? Was it based on, you know, a personal experience, or was this just a great collaborative effort that turned into an awesome single?
It was pretty much a collaborative effort. We were working with a lyricist, Dave Woods, and he sent us the lyrics, and Keith and I literally just put them in front of us. Keith grabbed his guitar, and we came up with the melody in probably 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just one of those lucky songs, I guess.
Yeah, because, you know, as a songwriter, that never happens. You know, I mean, and when it does, it's such a rare thing. And then as an artist, you're always going, wow, if it could only be that easy every time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but that's I think, I always call that just a very, you know, lucky blessing when you get something like that, because that is rare and few and far between. But then it almost seems like sometimes those make the best songs, you know, when it kind of all comes together suddenly.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely. Well, and your brand new single that has just been getting a lot of airplay, Wherever You Are, which is my personal favorite, by the way. You've got the video out for that, and, you know, it's really been getting a lot of airplay. Talk a little bit about that single.
Well, that's another one. I collaborated with Dave Woods. He sent me the lyrics. He's so awesome with lyrics. I just love when he sends me lyrics. He just makes it almost like it's almost effortless to find a melody. I just sit behind my piano, and I don't know, it just comes out so naturally. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. You know, and that's one of those don't reinvent the wheel kind of moments. I mean, it sounds like you've got a great partner in Dave. You know, he's obviously now, you're on to something with him in terms of, you know, the lyrics and then putting the melody to that. It's, I think is what is giving you guys your unique identifier and your sound as a band, which I think is awesome. And by the way, the video for that is just it was so well done. And talk a little bit about that video, because I know that a lot of artists, they talk about the video experience versus being in the studio and recording an album or recording a record. What was that whole video shoot like for you guys as a band?
It was really neat. It was done by college students for a project, and I just thought it was really neat. Like, they just had everything down to every detail, and it was just so well put together and organized. And it was, I remember we had to be there, I think, for 6 o'clock in the morning, and I think it was pretty cold out, and I was wearing a dress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you'll see at the end of the video, we're walking out to the sunset or whatever, and it was actually the sunrise, but it's supposed to look like the sunset, I guess.
Yeah.
We were walking out in a field of long grass that was covered in dew, and it was freezing cold, and we had to do this walk probably 10-15 times, and I was just being a baby. I was freezing. So I was happy when that part was over, because then we got
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, first of all, in watching that video, it really was professionally done. And had you not said, it was done by a group of college students for a project, I would have never known. I mean, it looked like you guys went out and got this huge production company to film this thing for you guys, and to really just make it all fly. And was this the first time you guys had ever done anything like this, been in front of the camera?
No, we actually have a video for another one of our songs called This I Promise You that we did, I think, last December, so a year ago kind of thing. So yeah, we've got to do it before, which is pretty neat. And it's so much fun.
Well, and what I loved about your video is the fact that it's so reminiscent of the way videos used to be made, when MTV hit the scene here in the States. Videos back in that day always told the story. I mean, it was a visual story of the song itself. And that's what I loved about this video, was that there was a story being told as the song was being, played. And I felt like you guys were really getting back to that original concept of what videography is all about when you put that to music.
Yeah, it's nice when it can actually bring the song to life in a way.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're in a brand new year, and I can't believe that January is half over already, but what kind of big plans have you guys got brewing for this year?
Oh, well, right now we're in the writing process. We're hoping to get something out there, some fresh material out there by the spring. And we're just kind of, we're going to Nashville. Keith and I are going to Nashville in April, so we're looking forward to that. We haven't been there together yet, so that should be fun.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And what an experience that will be, because I myself, I'm very close to Nashville in terms of I live in North Carolina, which is the neighboring state. I've never been to Nashville, and I've always wanted to go, but I hear that if you are a country artist, that is the place to be. And the collaboration, and the camaraderie that is in Nashville of all these, songwriters and producers and stuff, there is just such an overwhelming response to anybody that is new and trying to make it in the music business. They just bring you in and help you out, and the collaboration is just phenomenal. So it's definitely the right place to be, for sure. And then all the musical opportunities to be able to get out and, play in various clubs and just have all kinds of things going on. That is definitely the go-to place. So I wish you very much success when you make that trip there.
Thank you very much.
You just never know what kind of doors are opening. And of course, it's only a matter of time. I mean, when I heard your music initially, I can just share this with you. I was originally, my thought was, why is this band not already signed to a major record label? I mean, your music sounds just like something you would hear on mainstream radio here in the States. It is very relevant. It is a great fit for the country music scene here. And I just think it's a matter of time. We're going to see you on the CMAs and the ACMs. I mean, all of those country music award shows. It's a matter of time. And so I can't hardly wait to see what's going to come, and especially when you guys get to Nashville, I think that's really going to be like a turning point for you career-wise, because that is the place if you want to make it in the business, from what I understand. So I'm really excited to see what this year's going to hold for you guys.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, and in terms of the writing, the songwriting process for you guys right now, are you looking to have a new album out at some point in time this year, or a new EP, or a couple singles?
We might do a couple of singles. Yeah, we might hold off on the EP for a little while, maybe another year or so. But, yeah, we'll definitely get some more singles out there.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, just know any new songs that you release, please, have your management get them to us. We will be happy to play them or promote them on our show, to help to have you guys be heard, because you definitely are a band that needs to be heard worldwide. It's your music is just that good, and you definitely, the chemistry in the video that I saw was just really phenomenal, and your chemistry as artists, respectively, on your songs, your music, really does shine through in the music. And so that's why I feel like you've got a great career ahead of you.
Thank you very much.
You're so very welcome.
That was a big compliment.
Well, I'm no expert when it comes to music, but I do know good music when I hear it. And having grown up loving music in my entire life, it's been part of who I am. I just know when I see artists and I see bands and I say, they've got it, and you guys have got it. And that's why I'm just, at any day now, I'm expecting to get a call from your management going, okay, they're going to be breaking on into mainstream radio. They're going to be on this station, listen out for them, that kind of thing. So I'm just merely a platform to help you get to that point, and hopefully it will help you at some point. But I'm very excited for what's to come for you guys, because I know it's big things ahead. So it's just a good feeling for me to know that I've had the opportunity to help you be heard, and not only that, but to be able to speak with you, and one day can say, yeah, I talked to them when I spoke to them back in the day, kind of thing, So it is a rare treat for me as well. Well, Nikki, I'm so excited for all that you have going on this year, and I want to wish all of you much continued success as you go forward in 2014 and beyond. And anything we can do for you guys, please do not hesitate to let us know. We are happy to help promote you any way that we can.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so very welcome. Well, before we wrap, we're going to play a couple of songs. We're going to play Wherever You Are in Highway. So for the listeners who may not know who you guys are, but they will by the time we close. So thank you so very much for being our special guest this evening. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it just as much.
We'd love to have you back anytime, so please don't be a stranger.
All right.
All right. Well, take care and have a great evening and a great weekend.
You too.
All righty. Hi, we've been speaking with Nikki English from Western Avenue, and I tell you, if you've never heard this group, you are going to love them. I mean, especially if you're a country music fan, it's a no-brainer. You can't help but love Western Avenue. I mean, from the moment I heard their music, I was hooked. And so that's why I'm personally so passionate, so excited about what's to come for them, because if the early music is any indication, man, we are in for a treat when the new stuff comes out. But before we close this evening, I want to play a couple songs, and before that, I want to give you all of their social media info so that you can follow them, like their Facebook page, go to their website, visit that, and you can stay up on when they're going to have new music coming out, when they may be performing and touring near you, because I'm telling you, you will become a fan if you've never heard of this band. And if you are a Western Avenue fan already, well, then you already know what I'm talking about. So but you can visit their website at westernavenue.ca and go to their Twitter. Their Twitter address is Western Avenue 4. And then, of course, you can find them on Facebook at Western Avenue Band. So any one of those, you be able to find them. And like I said, if you like their music, the key thing here is please purchase it. Go to iTunes, on their website, it'll tell everywhere their music is available for purchase. Please support these artists because these are indie artists. They are self-funded. Everything they do comes out of their own pocket. They don't have a major record label backing what they do. So any support that they can get is most appreciated, and it enables them to continue making videos and doing all, creating the great music that we have come to know and love. So, it is a, there are a lot of starving artists in the indie music world, but I'm telling you, following this scene for so long now, it is some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. So you definitely want to help them be heard, and their support, your support is greatly appreciated. And you can actually donate to the indie music scene on our website. We have a link there. You can visit that at any time at bluegrassplanetradio.com. So, as we close, we're going to play the two songs from Western Avenue that have put them on the map here in the U.S. and beyond. And the first being Highway, Headin' Out of Town, and the second being Wherever You Are. And we want to say a special thank you again to Nikki English and from Western Avenue, and many thanks to all of you for joining us this evening. If you're brand new to our program, welcome aboard. We're so glad to have you here on the Bluegrass Planet Radio family, and we hope that you'll be back again. So for Bluegrass Planet Radio, I am your host, DJ Delta Dawn, wishing you all a wonderful evening and a great weekend, and we'll see you back here again very soon.
Some people fall in love and they stay in the town forever. Got a beautiful house and a picket fence, and they say life don't get better. You and I are a different kind, a little bit wild and free. From the start I knew in my heart I want our love to be. Wanna feel those wheels under our dreams keep rolling. See the same old sunrise from a different place in the live every moment. The only map we'll ever need, I need each other's eyes. This love of ours is gonna go far, 'cause it's a whole lot. Bigger and better things on the way. Mile by mile, day by day. sometimes I feel like, where do you go? Gathered on the wing, together for a moment, and carried away again. Every time you leave my side, I stumble and chase the blues, and the only thing I think about is getting back to you. I wanna be wherever you are, till the air you breathe, till the beating of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop. I look for you until you fall. I wanna be wherever you are. Right as the light, treat us this way. Careless with our love, and we know we were meant to never find forever. The hands of fate divide our dreams. Only for now, I swear, 'cause the only thing I think about is pretend I was there. I wanna be where you are, in the air you breathe, feel the beat of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop my love for you. Nowhere to find. I wanna be wherever you are. Baby, wait for me. I'm on my way, and these are the words you'll hear me say. I wanna be wherever you are. In the air you breathe, feel the beating of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop my love for you. Nowhere to go. I wanna be wherever you are. Wherever you
You've been listening to Bluegrass Planet Radio. Find us on the web at bluegrassplanetradio.com, on Twitter at Bluegrass Planet, and on Facebook, Bluegrass Planet Radio. Thank you for joining us.
are.